everybody, this is TJ Fowler for skullbanger.net. I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm taking a shit while I give a review of the Tuska 2014 festival. This is my first official outhouse review here in Finland, so hopefully it'll be something interesting for you. Just kind of wanted to give something back to nature as I'm giving something back to the metal community. So anyway, I covered the Tuska 2014 festival in Helsinki this year. And this year we had a lot of black metal bugs going on there at the Helsinki festival. And as I drop a few black logs, I'm going to review the black metal that was going on. So day one was headlined by Dimmu Borgir. And then you had other acts, obviously, throughout the day. You had Children of Bottom, you had Poison Black, which are not a death metal band, but or black metal, but Poison Black. You had Battle Beast, I believe there was on Friday as well. But let me look at my notes on my paper plate. Yeah, so anyway, day one was okay. Dimmu Borgir, I can't say that I hated them. They were all right. But still not my thing. Visually, they were good as a photographer. It was good, but not my kind of deal. I believe Carcass was there also day one. They're more death metal. They got a huge album out right now. Surgical Steel seems to be popular. Not my thing. But anyway, for me, day one, the highlights of day one was Poison Black and also Children of Bottom. Both put on excellent shows. Poison Black is fronted by a former member of Sentenced. They sounded awesome. They had a great show going on, and I highly recommend them. And Children of Bottom, of course, they put on a great show. Alexi Laiho, great front man, great guitar player. The only thing this time I was really kind of surprised by the stage layout. It didn't have the Halo of Blood backdrop or anything. It was bottom on the beach. And they had like some old car set up, grilling out, which was kind of fun and festive. But it reminded me of some hillbilly lands back in Tennessee where I came from. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, that was great. So day one highlights were Children of Bottom and Poison Black. If you get a chance to ever check them out live, do so. That would be great. And so now we're coming to day two. I think day two probably was for me personally, overall the best day of the festival. It was headlined by Anthrax. And that wasn't even the highlight for me. I'm not a huge Anthrax fan, but I know a lot of people liked them. They put on a good show. It was okay for me. It was all right. But for me, the highlights of the day was Lost Society. They were great, high energy, a new thrash band from here in Finland, a young thrash band. And but some people like them, some people don't, but I think they put out good music. They got a new album out, Terror Hungry, seems to be successful. It charted here in Finland. I recommend them. Also Tankard, German band, thrash metal band from the early 80s, still going today, all about drinking the beer and making songs about it. They put on a great show. Excellent live band, very, very funny. They have a good time. I recommend them. And then Stone is another band here in Finland that was kind of one of the newer, or they're not new now, but when heavy metal was getting going here in Finland back in the early 80s or whatever, they were kind of the forerunners to this. And one of the guitar players in Stone is actually Anyway, Amoral, as I was saying, was another band I got to check out on the club stage. They put on a great show. Their singer Ari, he won the Finnish version of Idols here several years ago, but he's went on to do bigger things since then. He's in the band Amoral. Great voice live. They put on a great live show. I highly recommend checking them out, and their new album, Fallen Leaves and Dead Sparrows. It's really good. It's not a typical metal album, which I think a lot of fans should really check this out. But if you like prog metal, still mixed with good classical elements of heavy metal and hard rock, things like that, it's a great album. So check them out. Check out Tankard and Lost Society, and Stone. Highlights of day 2. So, day 3. Day 3 marked the big epitome of black metal for all the black metal people out there. I'm not a fan, but this day highlighted with Satyricon and Emperor. I remember Emperor from when I was in college or university. And, you know, I know they're legends in the black metal genre, things like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I saw them live at this festival. I don't know why they were, big. Still don't know why they were big. I do not understand. Forgive me. I don't know. But that being said, on the flip side of this coin, Satyricon, which is another black metal band that traces their roots back to the traditional black metal of Norway and all that, being somebody that's not a black metal fan, I actually heard some stuff live from them that I actually thought was not too bad. And I looked some stuff up after the show on YouTube, some songs, and I can't say this for the earlier work, but like some of their newer stuff, I actually thought it was not too bad. I would probably say Satyricon was probably the biggest surprise for me from Tuska, just because it's black metal and I'm really not a black metal fan. And that being said, I would recommend checking out Satyricon. Also from day 3, day 3. A highlight for me was Powerwolf. Now, they're not black metal in any form. They use the makeup and all that stuff, but they're more of a power metal band. And they got really catchy songs, very theatrical, sounded great live. I saw them the week before in Lorelei, Germany. They put on a great show. Here, they didn't get to use this big of a stage setup, but still, fantastic live band, very visual. Really can't go wrong with them if you like catchy songs. And yeah, it's theatrical. Some people may be turned off by that, but the songs are pretty good. They use a lot of the religious imagery mixed in with heavy metal themes, and it's good stuff. So day 3 highlights Satyricon or not Emperor, but in Powerwolf. So my final thoughts on the Tuska Festival is this. Every year they do mix it up with the type of bands they get. This year they very heavily centered on black metal. Now, I'm not really sure. I'm not the logistic guy or the guy who plans this. I'm not sure that was the best way of doing something. They said they exceeded expected attendance. That's great. So they might know what they're doing more than me. I'm just a reporter. Me personally, I don't think it would be something they would need to try again. Because as big as black metal is with some people, it's just not going to be something that's going to draw your crowds a lot. So hopefully next year they'll have some different genres, I hope. And now I want to get to a few pet peeves about the festival this year. One of them is the way the festival sets up its main stage. Again, I'm not the planner. They may not have no choice in this, but I've noticed it with Tuska and other festivals in Finland. They set their main stage directly up where the sun will shine directly up on the stage the entire concert or festival. And as a photographer, it sucks. But also, the photography thing notwithstanding, the artists don't like it. They don't like it. The sun is shining in their face the entire day, and the area looks big enough to where they could rearrange the stage. And also, the main stage had a very expensive lighting setup, and it was wasted, completely wasted, because of the sun. Except on day 3, the weather on day 3 sucked ass. I didn't understand the stage setups here in Finland when it comes to these festivals. They set the stage up to where the artist is blinded by the sunlight, just shining directly onto a main stage. I don't see the reason. Part 2 is the amount of photographers in the photo pits. This may keep me from being accepted for future festivals. That's okay, I understand, but there are, at least when you let the photographers into the photo pit, you need to start letting them in waves. Group 1, Group 2, there's too many. Too many. You can't move, and it sucks. And you try not to be rude while you're in the pits with other photographers. You try to be considerate, but when you're packed in there like a sardine in a can, you can't help but run into other people, you know. So either you're going to have to start saying no a little bit more, or start organizing, going in by group 1 or group 2, something like that. But anyway, overall, the Tuska Festival was fun. I enjoyed it. This is my second time covering it. I hope I get to cover it again next year. I'm always appreciative of being allowed to do so. But anyway, Tuska, good job. A lot of black metal. And I'm going to drop this load here. Thanks for watching the Outhouse Review by Skullbanger Media. So long.